Yo guys, what is going on? Boss was back. Welcome back to another episode of Top Drives. Now, we got this roadmap update, June 2024, from Top Drives that we want to discuss about today, and also that I want to read about because there's some pretty interesting stuff coming up. Before we get into that, I want to open a carbon fiber as well because in yesterday's video, I thought that I could open 2 carbon fibers, but I couldn't. But obviously with the events that ended last night, I think I ended top 10. I did end up top 10 in the prelims. I said I wanted to get the carbon fiber. I did get the carbon fiber there, and also, you know, if you end top 10 in the prelims, you probably get a good amount of flags. So I got enough flags. I can open the carbon fiber for you guys. So why not? I did not record the carbon fiber from the prelims. I got an epic from that, but it wasn't the Borrego, so it doesn't matter. The thing is, I'm gonna be reviewing that pack, or at least I think I'm gonna be reviewing that pack. It's a lot of work though, because it's like, it's a big pack. You can get more than 120 cars from that. Let's go legend. Nope, just a Porsche 911 Carrera Cabriolet. Okay, well, anyway, talking about Porsches, it kind of worked out as a segue, isn't it? We got 2 Porsches on the roadmap here. We got the GT3 as well as the GT4 RS, right? The 718. But anyway, let's talk about it. Top Drives development roadmap, June to August 2024. So basically for that summer season, what are we gonna basically expect in Top Drives? And like I said, there's some pretty interesting stuff. So let's get into it. Welcome to the Top Drives development roadmap, June 2024. I just want to say though, I always appreciate these 3D renders that I assume Hutch produces for, you know, these kind of posts and things that they use in game. They look really, really good, don't they? Fantastic stuff. With this latest development roadmap update, we're changing the format slightly, letting go of braking distance on the horizon and long road trip sections, replacing them with one continuous list of development focusing on the next quarter. So the next 3 months, and obviously the next ones we can expect would be September to December, which is 4 months, right? So that's gonna be a little bit longer. Obviously, disclaimer, right? They gotta put it there. It's important to keep in mind that our timelines do shift, and so do team priorities. Features listed in the roadmap ahead may end up coming out later. Basically, that is to say that everything that you read here that is coming up, you might not, like, they want to give it out in the next 3 months, they want to release it in the next 3 months, but it isn't necessary, right? Like, it might not actually happen. You know, some things might change, and some things that they say that they want to release in 3 months might come out maybe towards, you know, the end of the year or something like that. For every player racing feature, there is often a non-player racing feature, such as improving our tooling to deliver more live content or upgrading our backend infrastructure, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, I mean, this makes sense. So basically what I would say as another example on the YouTube channel is saying this. I might have a pack review coming out shortly, right? In the next like 24 hours, perhaps. I might have a new pack review coming out for the Tri-Series, right? But even though that's the plan, that might not actually happen because I might look at, oh wow, I have to take like 127 screenshots of, you know, a bunch of crappy ultra rares and epics because I already had a look at it, right? And the pack that you need to open for a Tri-Series is a bunch of shit. Like, it's like a lot of like all Surface Tower American Overdrive stuff, and then like all the Subarus from JPT ain't pretty. And I was like staring at myself in the couch. I was like, do I really want to do this? So, you know, there might be other factors that may cause a delay. So this list does not include everything we'll be working on. Okay, so yeah, and to put it briefly, they are basically telling us what they're working on what we as players might consider to be the fun stuff. And obviously they start off with the completed developments. It's kind of like a flex, like, oh my god, look at what we've done. So new car update, done, right? We've had American Overdrive, which was fantastic. I loved it. New York City environment, done. Yeah, that was really nice. I still feel like I don't see that too often. Updated car images, done. We've seen that twice, I think, with Aston and with Alpha and with Bentley and with Audi. Speed bump indicator, done. Really like that one. But I love how they added speed bump indicator, done. Like, it's like a big thing. Like, it's in the same font size as you know, the new car update, for example. Like, we're equal, you know. You know, speed bump indicator, as big as new car update, as big as a brand new environment. I mean, it's useful, but it really just is adding a triangle to, you know, something. Challenge function improvements, done. Okay. Global item leaderboards, I don't know, man. Like, sure. Like, this made no change to the game. Okay, like, honestly, global item leaderboards did not make me any more competitive. There was no incentive. It was just based on like bragging, like, oh my god, look at me, I'm top like 50. I mean, I knew that I was never gonna be top 50 anyway, so I didn't even care. Not like there were any incentives as well. Like, okay, here's the difference. I think I ended because if you go and check the global leaderboards, I think if you check it now, there's nothing, right? Oh yeah, the Ultra is still sitting there. Okay. If you go and check it now, I think it's just a loading screen. Yeah, just say it's coming soon. So, back when they were competing for what I believe were flags, I think they ended around 400th place or something like that. 400 or 300th place, somewhere around there. And I feel like if there was actually incentives, if there were actually like carbon fibers that we could have won, I would have actually tried to get more flags. And I feel like if I was working at full power, waking up at like 5 a.m. to finish challenges and stuff, I think I could have finished top 200 for sure. Maybe like 150, 130, around that range. Racing objectives, done. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Next development. So let's see what we are going to expect, what we can expect in the next 3 months. Match result screen enhancements. We recognize that the current match result screen in top drives doesn't always provide a clear explanation of why you would have won or lost the last race. What do you mean a clear explanation? It's always MRA. It's always going to be MRA, isn't it? We're developing a new result screen that is set to roll out in several stages. The first version will feature the top 3 reasons for your match result, along with some minor UI improvements. So, okay, I mean, I don't know if anybody ever needs explanation to why their 905B beat a Maserati 5000 GT on a, City Street medium Santa Monica track. But yeah, faster acceleration, higher top speed, appropriate tires. Yeah, okay, sure. So I guess one thing that is pretty, a question that I have is this like 100% what the screen's gonna look like? Like, are they actually gonna have these really, highlighted boxes around, all 3 things? It looks a little bit weird, I would say. If there was a better way to highlight it, it would be pretty cool. This one just looks like, I don't know, it just looks like a blueprint almost, like not finished for the game. But to be fair, this is just an example. It's like I said, it's a mock-up. Like they said, it's a mock-up of the new result screen. So they show you the time as well. They also added like some effects around the winning car, like ta-da, I won. I gave you a little crown on top as well. Okay, I mean, it's cool. I don't mind it at all. And then they even tell you the time difference. I mean, they always tell you the time difference anyway. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Oh, I just realized this is in the wet. This is asphalt wet, and they're saying appropriate tires. It's asphalt wet, and they're telling you appropriate tires. If anything, the Maserati should have appropriate tires or standard tires. Okay, that is just, yeah, I mean, it's a mock-up, but come on, that's kind of funny. That's goofy. A future update will include a detailed stat comparison table highlighting the 3 most critical stats contributing to your result. Okay, cool. I think this is just better for newer players. New campaign. Players indicated in focus surveys that they consider the campaign one of the most important gameplay features in top drives. Well, of course, it is basically what every player is encountered with when they start their top drives journey, right? So a new 150 round single player campaign will be introduced to top drives soon and will broadly focus on American cars. That's cool. I'll be really interested to see if it is not a boring campaign. I don't want it to be like Yellowbird or something like that. I mean, Yellowbird's fun and all, but they did say in the previous roadmap, if you want to check it out on roadmap update, they said that they were going to bring like dialogue campaigns, right? They're going to bring more interactive dialogue. So if they can bring the bosses back for this, it'll be pretty cool. The New York boss, she can come back. Smaller races. Traditionally, top drives consist of 5 cars against 5 cars, 5v5. We are introducing functionality to support smaller races such as 1v1 and 2v2. So imagine that. 1v1. 1v1 top drives. That would be pretty interesting, wouldn't it? It's a one and done, basically, if you have a better car, And I feel like the possibility of draws might be very, very high in a 1v1. Let's say I went up against like a whale, okay? And obviously a whale will have every legendary max. And the best card that we needed to use in any given situation was with the Porsche 918, for example. He would have the 918 max, I have the 918 max, so it's just gonna be a draw, isn't it? So that would be pretty interesting. And maybe it was like 5 different levels of 1v1, then that would just make it a 5v5, I guess. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what they do with that. 2v2s as well. Initially, these smaller races. Oh, you know what'll be interesting though? Like a 2v2, but the hand for the 2v2 is always different. So you're technically using 10 unique cars in one race. I don't know how they're going to do it, but yeah, that sounds interesting. Initially, these smaller races will only be available in single-player campaign and non-PvP channel. Okay, so basically just expect this, and maybe even the new campaign, for example, might have some 1v1 stuff, which is cool, like if you're racing against a boss or something like that, like 1v1 against like the boss's car. Yeah, that'd be cool. There is a probability that in some shape or form, smaller races will make their way to the rest of the game in the future, although currently there are no plans for this. Okay, so never mind, you're not going to be racing against no whale or anything like that, just against bosses. Percentage-based prize tiers, yeah, it's about freaking damn time, bro. The amount of times where people are not happy that people are winning prize cards because they got lucky with a bracket that never filled up. Yeah, so this should probably change things with percentage-based prize tiers. I mean, they already are implementing percentage-based prize tiers in clubs. Whether you like it or not, clubs has been ahead of the game for, for years at this point, right? Because like in clubs, it's all based off percentages, it's all down to, where you finish. It's either top 1%, 10%, or everything else is kind of irrelevant, right? So 10% doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what place you finish in. It depends on how many people are in your bracket. So if I'm racing in a club event and they're like 150 people, then top 10% will go to your the top 15 players. But if I was racing the club event with only like 5 people, top 10% ain't even gonna go to the top 15. There's not even 15 people to even win top 10%. You know what I mean? So yeah, okay, that's cool. It's about time. Car rarity changes. Let's get to the big boy, right? Car rarity changes are returning after 2 years. 2 years since we have the token system, which is stupid. Also means that World Expo is, I guess, 2 years old, right? With significant improvements for a smoother experience, this feature compensates players with upgrade fuse tokens when a car they own have upgraded changes in rarities, such as moving from epic to ultra rare. Yeah, that's the biggest one. Epics going down to ultra rares has been the biggest kick in the balls. So I'm glad that they're finally fixing this, because when they have a nice, smooth system in place that people are happy with, then it kind of gives Hutch clearance to move around cars and rarities whenever they feel like. And it's about time. And I hope that the next step from card rarity changes, I hope the next step from this is going to be like, fusing. Like it shouldn't cost the same to fully upgrade an RQ79 than to fully upgrade a 65, for example. And I feel like once this has finally been implemented into the game, like the card rarity changes and Hutch being comfortable with changing rarities whenever they like, as well as the dynamic fuses, as in like, an RQ65 should be cheaper to upgrade than a 79. Then I feel like Hutch will be Top Drives will be going in the right direction, right? Because this basically brings us to what I think is the most important thing about Top Drives, where every car should be useful. Every car shouldn't feel like it's a pain to own. Because right now in Top Drives, oh my goodness, every 65, every 66, every 67 feels like it's an absolute pain to own. But I guess if they add this system in, they wouldn't even need to do dynamic upgrade changes. Because in a way, if Hutch, if Hutch is comfortable with changing, rarities whenever they want, and there is a system in place, it doesn't really matter if you fully upgrade a 65 or a 79 anymore. Because yeah, I might put 15 ultras in a 65 today for a tri-series, but if I can expect rarities to change pretty often, maybe in like a month or two, that car will go down to ultra. I get the 15 tokens back, and then I can put it in an RQ79. So there are multiple ways to think about it, but this is definitely a step in the right direction. So this is what the screen is going to look like. A token table in the new CRC system. So here you can see like legendaries, how many tokens you're gonna get, how many tokens you have been rewarded, and then how many cars were affected. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, etc, etc. So yeah, this is a step in the right direction. I'm okay with that. Automatic hand selection, I did skim through this already. This is basically more for the newer player, so there's not much to talk about here. Like, I don't think it'll be affecting a lot of us. A new feature will automatically select cars from your garage for your hand, aimed mainly at newer players who might not know which cars cars to choose. Currently, this feature only considers RQ values and hand requirements, not track sets, and will be A/B tested with new players only. So like I said, this is not gonna affect most of us, so I'm just gonna skip through this. This is a pretty interesting one though. This car over here, it's an Oldsmobile. I don't know what the model is, but someone mentioned that it's an Oldsmobile. So is that a hint at a new car? I say no. I don't think it's going to be a brand new car. I just think that it's going to be a photo change. But I might be wrong. I don't know. We'll see. But this car definitely isn't in the game. This is the Pontiac. Is it the Bonneville? No, it might not be the Bonneville. But yeah, this has already been in the game for the longest time. But this is different. So that's a new photo for sure. Timeless achievements using the technology behind racing objectives. I just love how, like, I guess, how posh they're trying to sound. I don't know. We plan to introduce permanent objectives or achievements. Focus on completing your garages and progressing in campaigns. These long-term objectives will be linked to the new reward system, featuring player icons awarded for achievements such as collecting all cars of a certain brand or progressing in a campaign and defeating a boss to earn their icon. Note that this feature is in early stages of development, so expect change. This is fantastic. I mean, not the timeless achievement thing, but the player icons. Yes! Yeah, this is fantastic. I'm all for this. Basically these are, ways to make your account unique and ways to flex without really breaking the game. You know what I mean? Like, in Top Drives, we always flex by the cars that we own. Like, look at me. I own the Peugeot 208 T16. But then again, there's always going to be an argument, oh my god, the game is pay to win, blah, blah, blah. This will, it's going to change. It's a game changer in events, right? But at least for player icons, it's a way for us to flex. It's like, oh my god, look at me. I've collected every single Dodge. I have this Dodge icon. But it doesn't really, make or break maybe player gameplay experience. Like, basically, like, oh my god, look at this icon. It's cool, but it's not like it's going to be it's not going to help me in terms of having a better hand against my opponent. You know what I mean? So that's cool. I'm looking forward to that. Racing objectives expansion. Okay, so basically just more achievements, more stuff to do. New car update. A thrilling new update will come to Top Drives this summer. I hope not too soon, because I'm still working on Blossom Choice. It will really suck if the new car update comes out as I release a new Blossom Choice, because then what's the freaking point anymore? Like, I can just add in new cars again. Like, I know I'm gonna be faster with Blossom Choice and all that, but like, now that I actually have another job, it takes a lot of time. Okay. Miami track, the next environment. Miami is in development. More details will be shared soon. Okay, that's cool. Looking forward to that. we're gonna get GTA 6 track sets before GTA 6 comes out, basically, right? And that's about it. So honestly, some really promising stuff here. It looks good. It looks really good, to be fair. But let's not forget what's going on in Top Drives right now, right? Couldn't play the game for a week. And we're, here is Hutch talking about everything that we're going to be expecting in the next 3 months. Bro, I've not been compensated for the fact that I've not been able to play Top Drives for a week yet. Can we get to that, please? Please? But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for today. Let me know what you think about, everything in the comments below. I think that this is pretty cool. Definitely some really good things to look forward to in the near future. Hopefully. I mean, things might change, as they said in the disclaimer. But anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for today. I hope you guys have a great day. Remember to stay safe, wash your hands, blossom out. Peace.
Bro, this song just makes me so happy.
Me too.
Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies.
They so fine.
Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies.
They so fine.
Sit back, relax in my Bonneville,
Pontiac,
hold tight all night, cruise to Jacksonville,
Atlantic,
blonde hair, don't care.